Hello. You see this? I got 2 glasses of coffee. I got Nescafe into one with milk and sugar, and the other with brew, again with milk and sugar. Now, the only thing that is common between the two is the word coffee. If I took away that word coffee and I just tasted it, then they are 2 drinks with uniquely different flavors. It was kind of a little experiment because I kind of read somewhere on how you test good coffee versus that which has additives. All that aside, the point I'm trying to make with these 2 cups of coffee is that each of us, inside out, is like these 2 cups of what is apparently called coffee, but uniquely different flavors. We have the same head, hands, trunk, body, legs, or different variations of it, but that's from the outside. When you look inside out, each of us is made differently. We've come from different places. Our conditioning has been different. The environment we grew up in is different. The schools we went to are different. Even if there are twins in the same house, each have their own characters. Yeah, I mean, they would be they may look physically similar, but each has their own opinions. They're 2 different people. With unique likes, dislikes, conditionings, and experiences of living. So inside out, we may look like different varieties of trees or different varieties of, we may even seem to be completely different species. So when we compare between 2 people, somebody famously said it's like comparing between fish and a lion, or between an amphibian and a bird, or entirely different species, maybe a tree with an animal, or an animal with a microbe. Each are a different world in themselves. And we lose out the uniqueness of each person by comparison. We lose the value, the gift that we have within each of us when we compare ourselves with somebody else, or we compare 2 persons out other than us, like if you say this person and this person, or my brother and his friend, or me versus my neighbor. Comparison cancels out the differences, or rather comparison cancels out the differences, and then you only see what is you may appreciate the common, but then you're discounting the common in lieu, for the sake of what is different. And instead of staying with what is different, you stay with what is dissimilar in the common. So neither do you have the common, neither do you have the differences. And then between this and that, we miss out the whole point, that the uniqueness in each of us brings out the flavor in a dish. If we have the same vegetables in a dish, we may enjoy it for a meal, maybe or 2. 2 days, you're going to start beginning to not liking it as much. It would be like, assembly line produce from a production line. We had the same product day in, day out. Everybody looked like everybody else. There is no variety. We would probably not be inspired to wake up the next day morning. So, point in all of this, try and appreciate more what is unique about your make. From wherever you have been born, whatever has been your conditioning, whatever has been your experiences of living, all of them add up to what makes you uniquely you, and hence, consequently, what gifts you could bring into the world due to the fact of the uniqueness that makes you you. Thank you for listening, and happy explorations. And I dare say you're going to be very surprised. Um, so I'll leave us with this thought. To leave your comments below or DM me, and we will keep the conversation going.